Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with your heart racing, thinking about how you're going to pay the rent, your kid's school, or even groceries at the end of the month? Have you ever felt that weight on your chest when the phone rings, afraid it might be another debt collector? If you're a debt-ridden parent, trying to protect your home, your children, and your dignity, then this video is for you. I'm not here to sell you a cheap dream, but to show you, with truth and respect, a real path that thousands of ordinary people, just like you, are starting to walk, making money by trading Bitcoin. And no, you don't need to be a tech genius or have tons of money to get started. You just need clarity, discipline, and the decision to change your reality. So stay with me until the end, because what you'll hear here can literally flip the switch in your financial life. And before we continue, hit the like button to support this content and subscribe to the channel, because here we talk about money in a simple, direct, and heartfelt way. The truth is hard, but it needs to be said, the system wasn't built for you to win. Banks profit from your interest payments, big companies make money off your anxiety to buy, and no one teaches you how to play the money game, especially if you were born into a simple, hard-working family. But today, the game has changed. For the first time in history, there's a way for you to multiply your money outside the control of banks and governments. Bitcoin. And no, it's not a scam, it's not a pyramid scheme, and it's not a promise of overnight wealth. It's a revolutionary technology that's building a new digital economy, where those who learn to trade wisely can generate real, consistent income, all from home. But listen closely, this is not magic. It's strategy. It's study. And above all, it's a choice. Maybe you're thinking, but I can barely save money at the end of the month. How am I supposed to invest in Bitcoin? And that's exactly why this video exists. Because trading Bitcoin doesn't require large amounts to begin. You can start with $5, $10, or $20. What you need isn't money, it's knowledge. And here's an analogy. Imagine the Bitcoin market is like a local market. The price of fruits changes all the time, and those who know the right time to buy low and sell high make a profit. The difference is that in a real market, you work all day to earn a little. In the crypto market, you learn to observe price movements, use simple tools, and make quick trades that, when done consistently, can become a new income source for your family. And if you think this is just for trendy young people with the latest smartphones, think again. There are fathers and mothers, just like you, who are paying off debts, rebuilding their credit, and even buying their first homes after learning how to trade responsibly. One example is Michael, a bus driver from Ohio, who started with $20 a week and, in 7 months, paid off a credit card that had haunted him for 3 years. You know how he did it? By studying, practicing, and, most importantly, changing his mindset about money. So if you're still here watching, that already says one thing: you have a hunger for change. And that, my friend, already puts you ahead of 90% of people who keep complaining without taking action. If this content is helping you, hit the like button now and comment below, "I choose to change my story." Today, a new kind of worker is emerging. They don't wear ties, don't punch a clock, and carry in their pockets a tool more powerful than a college degree, a smartphone with access to the crypto market. While many still associate Bitcoin with risk, speculation, or something for young millionaires, the reality is different. In the suburbs of cities like Detroit, Phoenix, or Dallas, parents are using Bitcoin not as a gamble, but as a strategy. They study at night, between household chores. They make their first trades before breakfast. And little by little, they turn a volatile market into a source of stability. Traditional economics no longer offer security. Jobs vanish, wages stagnate, and inflation eats away at purchasing power. But Bitcoin, with its decentralized and scarce nature, offers an alternative that was once unthinkable: direct access to a global asset without needing anyone's permission. That changes everything. It changes how workers see themselves. It changes their hope for the future. It even changes how they teach their children about money. And if you're reading this carrying the weight of debt, understand this. Maybe what you're missing isn't money, it's the right knowledge about the right tools. Hit like now if this idea already opened your eyes, and let's move forward together. Many parents work hard to save dollars, thinking they're storing value. But here's something few people talk about: the dollar is losing purchasing power every year. Since the pandemic, the U.S. has printed trillions of dollars, inflating the economy and silently eroding the value you keep in the bank. What you could buy with $100 5 years ago now costs at least $130. And it's only getting worse. Bitcoin, on the other hand, works the opposite way. It's programmed to be scarce, only 21 million units exist, and no one can print more. That means, while the dollar loses value over time, Bitcoin tends to gain value. It's no surprise that large companies and investment funds have already poured billions into this asset. And you, as a parent, can be part of this movement, even with just a little. Because Bitcoin's value can be divided into small parts called satoshis. With $5, you're already participating. With $10, you can start learning through practice. This isn't about abandoning the dollar, but about diversifying your financial protection. If that made sense to you, subscribe to the channel now, because in the upcoming episodes, we'll show you how to take advantage of this wisely. Bitcoin has a secret that few parents know, but that could be the best ally in your journey to financial freedom, the halving. Every 4 years, the reward miners receive for keeping the Bitcoin network running gets cut in half. This drastically reduces the amount of new Bitcoins entering the market. And what happens when supply goes down but demand rises? Exactly, the price goes up. This already happened in 2012, 2016, and 2020. In all these cycles, the value of Bitcoin soared months after the halving. And the next one is set for 2024. That means you still have time to learn, prepare, and enter with a strategy. Think of it as a train that only comes around once in a while. You can miss it again, or hop on now and position yourself before the next big surge. Study, practice, and start small, but start. And if you want to be notified when this next cycle begins, turn on the channel's notifications now, because we'll be right here to guide you every step of the way. The biggest transformation Bitcoin brings isn't in your wallet, it's in your mindset. When you start studying cryptocurrencies, you realize that money doesn't only have to come from physical labor, that paying interest isn't normal, and that saving money in a digital mattress, called the blockchain, can be safer than in a bank. You begin to think like an investor, even if you earn little. You learn that protecting your capital is more important than showing off. And the best part, you stop depending on others' approval. You don't need a bank manager, a credit card, or a credit history to participate. It's real freedom. That changes your self-esteem. It changes the conversations at home. It even changes how you see your children's future. You stop being just a provider and become a builder of wealth. If this stirred something inside you, comment below, "I choose to build freedom," and let's keep walking this journey together. You might be thinking, but what if I really don't have any money to invest right now? The good news is that the Bitcoin universe goes far beyond buying and selling. There's a new digital economy growing around this technology, and it's full of opportunities for people who want to make money without investing a single cent. We're talking about activities like freelancing for projects paid in Bitcoin, joining faucet programs, which distribute small amounts of crypto for simple tasks, cloud mining with rewards in satoshis, and even more interesting, learning about airdrops. Airdrops are campaigns where new cryptocurrencies or projects pay users to interact with their platforms. There are fathers supporting their families by earning $50, $100, even $300 just for signing up, following simple steps, and promoting projects on Twitter or Telegram. It doesn't require experience, just dedication, attention to detail, and of course, commitment. It's like the world of finance opened a side door for you to walk through. And many are getting in before it closes. So if you're without income but have internet access, this might be your shot. Did that idea resonate with you? Then subscribe to the channel now, because we're going to teach you the step-by-step in upcoming videos. A lot of good people have fallen for crypto scams. And do you know why? Because they didn't learn the basics of security. It's not your fault, it's a lack of information. But here, you're going to learn how to protect your digital money like a pro. First, never leave your Bitcoins on exchanges for too long. Think of an exchange like a parking lot, useful to leave your car for a while, but not to live there. The ideal is to transfer your assets to your own digital wallet. There are mobile wallets like Trust Wallet, Exodus, and Blue Wallet. They're free and secure. And if you want maximum protection, you can use a hardware wallet like Ledger, which keeps your coins offline, out of hackers' reach. Second, activate two-factor authentication, 2FA, on all your accounts. Third, never click suspicious links promising to double your money. Bitcoin is powerful, but it's not magic. The best defense is knowledge. And if you want more practical security tips like this, comment "security first," down below and hit the like button to help others avoid traps too. Now imagine this. Your 12-year-old child learning early on that money doesn't grow on trees, it grows with intelligence. That they can save, invest, and even earn their first fractions of Bitcoin by doing chores at home or small online gigs. This isn't just education, it's inherited wisdom. Teaching Bitcoin to kids and teens is planting seeds of financial freedom early on. You can start with digital allowances, show them explainer videos, use apps like BitKids or Sats app, and make learning fun. Instead of just saying, save your money, show them how they can watch their Satoshis grow. That creates a natural sense of responsibility and curiosity. That's how you break the cycle of poverty and build a new family standard. Your kids don't have to repeat your story of debt and fear. They can be the first in the generation to truly understand how money works. And it all starts with your example. Are you ready to take that step? Subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone else who believes in generational change too. When the traditional system fails, like we saw during the pandemic, bank shutdowns, or inflation crises, it's the people holding assets outside the system who survive best. Bitcoin was created exactly for this, to serve as protection against government and financial institution abuse. It doesn't depend on borders, it can't be frozen, and it's always accessible. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. During the 2023 U.S. banking crisis, while clients couldn't withdraw their own money from banks like SVB, Bitcoin rose more than 20%. Do you know why? Because people were seeking refuge. They wanted control. And Bitcoin gives them that. If you're a father worried about what could happen tomorrow, inflation, unemployment, or global instability, then start building your protection today. Even if it's with a little. Even if it feels slow. Every Satoshi you accumulate is a wall between you and collapse. If that makes sense to you, hit the like button now. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. The next crisis could arrive without warning. You can keep saying it's too hard, that you don't have time, that it's not for you, or you can start now. Even with fear. Even slowly. Because transformation doesn't begin when everything is perfect. It begins the moment you decide not to repeat yesterday's mistakes. You don't have to become an expert overnight. You just need to take one step today. Create an account, watch a video, buy $5 worth of Bitcoin, understand a chart. Then tomorrow, take another step. And the day after, one more. Over time, you'll look back and realize that the overwhelmed, in-debt, lost family man is gone. In his place stands someone prepared, confident, and aware that the system may be unfair, but now you know how to play the game. Share this video with someone who needs hope. Subscribe to the channel so you don't walk this path alone. And comment down below, today begins my new story. Because Bitcoin isn't just technology, it's the key that can open the door to the future your family deserves. Now let's get to what really matters, how to actually start. First step, choose a trustworthy exchange. In the US, you've got options like Coinbase, Kraken, or Binance US. These are platforms where you can open your free account, verify your identity, and transfer small amounts to start buying and selling Bitcoin. Second step, study the basics of chart analysis. You don't need to be an expert, but you should know when prices are rising, when they're falling, and when it's worth entering or exiting. There are YouTube channels, including this one, that teach you in a simple way using colorful charts, arrows, and real-life examples. Third step, start small, but start for real. Set small goals, like making $3 profit per trade, and start building up. The secret isn't how much you profit at once, it's how much you avoid losing and how often you repeat good decisions over time. Here's a metaphor that might change your mindset. Trading Bitcoin is like learning to ride a bike. At first, you'll fall. You'll mess up. You'll be scared. But if you stop, you'll never learn. Now, if you keep going, balance yourself and keep pedaling, soon you'll be crossing streets, climbing hills, and you won't even remember the day you were afraid. So don't wait for the perfect moment. The best moment to start was yesterday. The second best is right now. And if you want more content like this, subscribe to the channel right now and turn on the bell, because we're going to keep moving forward together, step by step, helping you climb out of the hole and build what you deserve, a life of dignity, peace, and financial freedom. And if you're still in doubt, think about this, the best investment you can make is in yourself. That quote is from Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. And he wasn't talking about stocks, real estate, or even crypto. He was talking about knowledge. Because those who learn, transform. And those who transform, inspire. So father, mother, hard-working person who just wants a little breathing room, you're not alone. This is your place. Share this video with someone else who needs to hear this. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I will turn the game around. Because you will. Because you can. And because your family deserves to see you win.